Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, come on in, come on in. How are you all doing? I'm trying to see if I can set something. Let me see. I have so many pictures I need to delete in my phone. Let's do this one. See if I can get it on intro or outro. Oh no, I need to get it on first. Get it on. It might happen. It might. Oh, I think it's happening. How is everyone doing? If you want a reading with me, book with me, 213-458-7408. And thank you. Thank you in advance. Let me say hello to everyone. Hi, Tia. Hi, Mika. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Saki Love. Hi, Noelle. Hi, Miss Tracy. Hi, Noelle. Hi, Michelle Bell. Hi, Mint. Hi, Eccentric. How are you? Eccentric, your candle did amazing this time. Amazing. So happy. Oh, well, okay. So, are you congested or are you body ache? Your candle did good. So, I'm actually not worried about your health because your candle did so good. What's yes? Congested? You feel congested? Okay. Get some red onions and some sea salt. And it could be dry rosemary or fresh rosemary. It doesn't really matter. Boil that. Transfer it to a bowl. Cover your head up. And let the sea salt and the onion come into your body. All right? And the rosemary. And that should help with the congestion. I work outside. Oh, well, now you know it is sweater weather. It is sweater weather. So now you know you can't play that anymore. Okay? So, I have a different song that I want you all to look at that I made also. Which is different than the one you saw yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. But take a look at this one. But there's so far 2 versions. But there's more versions coming out because I love doing this. But listen to this one. It's different than the one that you heard yesterday. I love that you're doing beauty magic. That makes me really happy. I love that.
She's got the magic touch. Walking down the street, looking for some truth. Someone whispered, Tracy Brown, my heart skipped a beat. I heard she's got the gift. She's got the magic touch. Gonna book a session. I can't get enough. Tracy Brown love. The energy's so strong. With her psychic reading, she never gets it wrong. Rosemary oils in the air. The vibe is so sublime. Her TV shows pop culture, psychic all the time. Tracy After Dark, diving into the unknown. She's a mystery woman. Her powers really shown. In the world of spirits, she's a shining star. I wanna feel her magic, no matter where you are. Go to TracyBrownLive.com, click away, discover your destiny in a whole new way. She's the best in town, the one you can trust. Every word she speaks, pure gold and dust. Tracy Brown Live, the place to be. Psychic sense.
Okay, I figured you would say that. So I knew somebody was going to say, I like the other one better. Thank you. Thank you for recognizing the difference, too. Okay, how is everyone doing? Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Demetra. Hi, Saki Love. All right. Pierce Morgan is in trouble again. Now, if you know the Pierce Morgan story, Pierce Morgan has claimed to have been with a princess. I'm not even going to mention her name because she does not deserve the same name pulled into a crack addict kind of situation here. Oh, let me tell you something. I had some salmon last night. Let me tell you something. I woke up this morning thinking about the salmon. So I got a huge slab. And so I didn't know like how to cut it up. I mean, I could have cut it up, but who has the energy for that? So I just cooked the whole thing. And I just figured I'd eat salmon for a week. That salmon was so good that I ate it for breakfast this morning. The farmer and his wife, the wife is the apocalypse. I don't know if that's a word, but I just created it. The farmer does farming stuff like sweet peppers, lemongrass, bay leaves, parsley, tomatoes. But he also supplies salmon to most of the restaurants on the island. I don't mean most of the restaurants. Most of the downtown restaurants on the island, right? So it never dawned on me to ask him for a salmon because I've had it a couple of years back. I brought it, but I brought like a tiny little piece, right? So of course I don't remember, right? But I do know that the salmon in the supermarkets are disgusting. So I literally have not had salmon in 2 years because I don't believe in eating disgusting products. Oh my God. So last night he says to me, farmer, he says, I'm giving you some salmon, me and another worker of his. And I looked at him and I was like, you're giving me salmon? Like, I felt very honored because the salmon is very valuable. So I would never think to say, can I have a piece? Because it's so valuable. And I was like, you're giving me a salmon? And he goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Me and another one. And I said, okay. So the other guy he gave the salmon to, he charged him to cut it up. And so he cut it up and he goes, I'm eating mine tonight. And I said, who are you kidding? I'm eating mine tonight. And he goes, I'm going to give you the bigger piece. And I said, don't do that. I don't need the bigger piece. Why are you doing that? Because salmon goes like, and then it goes down. And I said, don't do that. Why are you doing that? And he goes, because I thought you had a roommate. And I said, no, I do not have a roommate. And I wanted to question him, but I get tired of people. But I wanted to say, didn't you and I date? Didn't you and I date? How could I have a roommate and date? I didn't even say nothing to him. And when I say date, we went on one date. And the date wasn't horrible. It's just that he liked to argue. And I can't be with someone that thinks it's okay to argue about nothing. But he works with the farmer man. And so I see him all the time. And I'm like, we're friends now, right? Like, not that big of a deal. I didn't make an announcement. I'll never date you again. I was like, you need Jesus. I might have said that. And he was like, I think I do too. I'm like, yeah. All right. Back on. I can't see. I love salmon. I love salmon. If you ever come to the Caribbean, I will tell you exactly which restaurants uses his salmon. I'll give you the whole list because it will be the best. I didn't do much to it. I didn't have butter. I would have liked to have used butter. I didn't have olive oil even because any olive oil I have is for the hair. So I didn't have olive oil. So I decided that it could make its own juices. That's what I decided. So I steamed it. And sure enough, it made its own juices. I put salt, pepper. Normally, I would put garlic powder and onion powder, but I didn't have it because I don't cook anymore. And in this town, powder calcifies. So you seriously, you can't keep certain herbs because it calcifies. Garlic powder, onion powder, it calcifies. So I didn't have that. So I did chop up some fresh onion though, and just like placed it all over the meat. I use oregano dried, and then I use rosemary dried. Wrap that in cellophane, stuck it in the it's a big piece, so I have to stick it in for like an hour. So good. So good. I have to tell him thank you. Hi, Lonnie boy. Hi, Soul Sister. Hi, Infinite. Hi, Bree. How are you all doing today? Hi, Bexall. Hi, Incognito. So I'm sleeping, right? And I had to go to bed early last night. Forgive me for not doing the show. I couldn't even think of a good title, but I've got a couple of titles for the next couple of days that you guys are going to love. I can't mention the titles because people copy me and then they do the titles before me. And I'm not really concerned with views. I'm concerned with doing it first and right. I can't mention the titles, but tonight is going to be a good one. Tune in tonight. But in any case, yesterday, which you guys didn't know, was my first day back at work with the farmer man. And this climate weather is like hot. So I was very, very sluggish yesterday, but no one has been there to help out. And so I had to clean yesterday, right? And there's a woman that shares space there. Let's get the Storytime banner up. Oh, that's what I could. Oh, let me see something. I could start recording my story times. Damn it. All right. So there's a woman that shares space there in the store. And I don't like her. I don't like her. But, I'm trying to stay really quiet, just trying to help out, the farmer and his wife, right? I'm not there to be like, not like someone, right? But I don't like her. So yesterday I get back after like 2.5 weeks from recovering from my frontal lobe injury. And you could tell when someone is being two-faced, like two-faced, right? So she goes on to tell me, she goes, oh, this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And one of the things she complains about is cleanliness. And I agree. I 100% agree. So I feel like that's part of my job, right? I didn't say that to her, but I feel like messing with herbs, dust is everywhere. So you're always like dusting, mopping down. I think I'm going to take this to work with me. Now that I'm talking about it, I think I'm going to take this, right? It's not so clean. I don't even know what's on this. Well, I think I'm going to take it anyway. Can you wash this and dry it out? It's clean. It's just this little section. I don't care. And this is for the the fans. This is for the fans. In any case. So I agree with her. I don't like her delivery. I don't like it. And y'all saw how defensive I was on Friday, let alone you come into my face with this. Are you dead ass, right? But I stay quiet because sometimes the best thing you can do is observe a person for months. And I've been observing her all summer long, not saying anything, just nodding. Mm-hmm. And sometimes silence means you agree with them, but she don't know me, right? So she started with the complaints. Ba 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 ba, and I'm like, But I'm also kind of mad right now, right? I'm mad today. I'm mad, right? And I'm kind of, there's a video I posted where I feel like I'm kind of in my villain era. Like, not only am I mad, I don't give freaking F's. Don't care. Let me see if I can find the villain era video. Once I saw this video, I was like, I'm in my villain era. That's exactly what this is. They just didn't have a name for it. Now I know I posted this. How could I not post it on IG? Maybe I posted it on YouTube. It's good though. I think I posted it as a short. Let me see if I can find it. View channel, shorts. Yep, that works. I hate when maybe I posted it as a video. Maybe it was longer than a minute. Hi, Colin. Dag nabbit. All right, I can't find it. It showed up recently, but I thought it showed up as a short. All right. Damn it, I can't find it. It's a good IG video about being in your villain era. And it just means I don't care anymore. So, with that being said, she said to me earlier, you have a fan on your desk, right? And I said, yeah. That's all she said. And so I looked at the fan, I cleaned the fan, and then I put the fan on. There's a standing fan that I also had on me because I was cleaning, right? And she goes, the standing fan was already on me. And she goes, don't you have a desk fan? And I looked. I'm sitting at the desk. And I look and I go, I do. And then she just walks away. So I thought she's being kind to me. And she wants me to have two fans. So I had the desk fan that I turned on and the big power fan, both of them just blazing on me, right? And it felt good. We're at the end of the day. I've had the fan on me all day. I've walked around the store, went this way, came back, sat in the fan. At the end of the day, she works outside. So she's bringing her stuff in and she says, and I see her struggling, but I always see her struggling, right? She's struggling. It felt more than usual, but I was like, this is what she does. So she brings her stuff in. I never ask her if she needs help because I'm not about to hurt myself with her stuff, right? So she's struggling with this table and her chairs, and she looks at me and she goes, the fan should be pointed to the door. And I go, huh? And she goes, look at me. I'm sweating. Now remember the villain. I said, if you want to stop sweating, just say to me, I'm going to turn the fan this way. She goes, I shouldn't have to tell you. Wait, what? I said, wait a second. Was the thing about the desk fan, were you referring to the big fan? Were you trying to tell me I had a desk fan, so the big fan should not be used on me? How was I supposed to figure that out? And she goes, you should have known. My coffee's not hot. Barring calling her a bitch, I railed on her. And the guy that was cutting up the salmon into two parts, he was right there. I was like, you are not going to try that with me. You're going to try communicating effectively. I was like, I do this for a living. Communicating is what I do for a living. You are not going to talk half-ass to me. It was so funny. It's not my job to tell you that the fan is for the customers. I was like, since when? Since when? Whenever I come in here, the farmer goes, put the fan on you. That's what the farmer says. Of course he would say that. What the mean? What are you doing? What are you doing, crazy? What are you doing? That's the second person I've had to call crazy this week. Isabel Milton was one, and this bitch. I was like, what are you doing? Don't be crazy. If there's a problem, I am willing to work with you. But if you're having a hard time communicating effectively, well, then all bets are off. But she kept yelling, right? She kept we were both yelling. But she kept, I don't have to tell you, blah, 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 blah. She didn't shut up until I said to that bitch, I said, I am 62 years old. Shut it down. That's when she shut up. She didn't know my age. She thought I was some young 40-something-year-old dummy. I'm older than this bitch. She shut it right down and she left quietly. When the guy and I looked up, we were like, she's gone? Yeah, be gone. A lot of crazies all over the world. You have to deal with them too. Exactly. My God, people, just stop. Listen, stop being crazy. Because the funny thing is that when I come back at you, I'm the mean one. When I come back at you and you acted crazy, I'm the mean one. Okay, villain error. Then I'm going to be the mean one. I'll stand on God. No, she was going home anyway. But she snuck out without fanfare. Because normally she makes this dramatic exit, this dramatic entrance. When I looked up, she was gone. Noel, everybody is crazy. I can't entertain. And it's hot. It's hot. I don't have the stamina in the heat, right? The heat makes you crazy. So I was already at level DEFCON when I walked in and she started complaining. But I'm trying to, what did I tell y'all? Don't argue. Don't argue. All I'm doing is arguing with people. Don't argue. Don't argue. Christy, so sister, you know. Oh, you know. Little girl, bye. Thank you. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Christina Francis. Thank you, Bree. They will project onto you and try to make you the bad guy. And I'd be like, remix. remix. I know how to be the bad guy. You want to see it? Do you want to see it? Because that I got in me. That is the one I worked to simmer down. You want her to come out? I've had two people in my lifetime tell me, one recently in my lifetime tell me, I didn't know this was you. And I had to tell the one recently, there are two sides to everyone. Everyone has two sides. Now, whether or not you don't let the other side out because you're afraid of losing your job or you're afraid the family's going to be upset with you or da-da-da. No, no, no. Other side, boom. Other side, I need help. What, Tracy? Turn around. Should I bite? Yes. And once it's out, I never have regret. I don't know what's coming out of my mouth. Once I'm angry, I will never have regret. If I say something, it's because I've been observing you for months. So what comes out of my mouth is facts. And I've been observing her for months. Just talking bad. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, oh my God. All right, let me get up. Hi, musings. You all better listen to Dory. She ain't playing. Don't mess with her. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Pick your poison, lady. Pick your poison. And I hate the ones that think that I'm young. Thank you. Because now, you know what's happening now? Now I'm being carded for my old age. They're like, because here, the old age is 60, right? So they're like, are you 60? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to go to a senior citizen center or senior citizen government, blah, 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 to get a card. So I don't have to keep constantly proving to people my age and showing them my driver's license. You just get a senior citizen card, nobody bothers you. And I'm like this. I'm not going to show you all the card because I don't know what kind of private information is on it. And it's for a lifetime. Oh, no, it does expire. I guess I can show y'all. This is not my ID. So that's the senior citizen card, right? And I flash it. Here. My dad used to say, I'm a senior citizen. And I was like, please stop embarrassing me with that bullshit. Now I just go here. Senior citizen. Can I please get my discount? I don't say it like that, of course, because Crucians don't take that kind of attitude. But I go, can I please get my discount? Are you 60? Oh, I am. Now I just have it ready. Get a discount at the movies. Ah. So I had to tell that bitch I was 62. I'm not a 40-year-old still trying to navigate my personal emotions. I bite. Oh. Hi, Colton. You missed the beginning part of it. It's story time, Kenneth. You missed it. But thank you for that, musings. Thank you. And have I changed? Have you seen me be any different? I have been this way for years now. for years. My Dylan era started 10 years ago. Have you seen me change musings? I've always been this way. I come with sugar. I come with honey. I come soft-spoken. How I come to you is one way. How you think that can be taken advantage of, then I got to bring out chili pepper, cayenne pepper, whatever. Out of my mouth, I mean. Because it's going to get hot in here. All right. As you should, read your mind. Everybody should do that. That's why I used to teach tarot. That's why I had a group, because I'm like, learn to read the fucking room. When something goes wrong, read the room, assess it, find out where your vantage point is, and then pounce. And I don't know what pounce could mean, but reading the room is critical. Don't get all up in your feelings. Somebody hurt my feelings. What did you do about it? I cried. Well, maybe you could have tried this. Maybe you could have tried that. And they're like, I didn't think of that, Tracy. Especially in readings, they're like, I didn't think of that. Well, it's not too late. Write that letter to HR. It's never too late. Because the one thing I can tell you is that when you honor yourself and you respect yourself, when you give an effective response to someone, you feel good. I did not go home with the headache and pain. I let her have it. Oh, you let me have it? I'm going to let you have it. You now think I'm ugly? I'm okay with that. We're going to ride that. It's just ridiculous. All right. Let's talk about Piers Morgan. Now, the story behind Piers Morgan has to do with a princess. And she hadn't been a princess as of yet. And he, the big bad wolf, wanted to devour the princess. Well, I don't know if she had one date with him or she was going on a second date, or this might have been the first date. And he was scheduled to have a date with the princess, but she's not a princess yet. And she called to cancel. Now, who would have thought canceling would have been the best choice of her life? Because there she goes to meet a prince instead of meeting a scallywag. Right? Now, the prince married the princess, and the scallywag had a TV show, an ensemble TV show that he was a part of. And he simmered and simmered and hated her. And he told the world, this is another story time, child. He told the world how much he hated her. And at first, it was believable, because all the kingdom, all the United of the kingdom hated the princess too. So at first, as he was talking, people were like, rah, 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 we hate the princess. Rah, 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 we hate the princess. And then the princess's husband, the prince, decided to sue some magazines and newspapers to say, you don't get to talk about my wife this way. And then the prince and the princess had to find an escape route to get out of the kingdom that's united against them. And they found their way to Canada, but it turns out Canada is owned by the Kingdom of the United. And so they weren't safe because paparazzi had found them. So the princess and the prince called on some very powerful friends that had airplanes. And they airvac them to the states of the United. And they settled in a fabulous borrowed home of one of many powerful friends. And then there was the interview that let out a bombshell on how racist the Kingdom of the Uniteds were. And the princess gave some details on what that felt like, being in a situation as a Black woman that is actually half white. But they couldn't see the white in her to love her. They only saw the Black in her, and was so upset that she could infiltrate their royal system. When the idiot savants of the Kingdom of the United didn't even know that a former queen, Charlotte, was 100% Black. They themselves did not know. And this is what we discover in the interview. And that somebody in the interview told the prince, I'm afraid that your child is going to come out looking chocolate. Now, I don't know if it was Kate. I don't know if it was William. We never really did find out, because the prince said, you will never hear it from my mouth. But then the princess, of her name is Kate, got sick right after some book came out. King Charles, who was another one that could have said it, also got sick. And then we're getting back to Piers Morgan, because now the States of the United and the Kingdom of the United has kind of figured out there might be a problem here. And the prince of the Kingdom of the United won a lawsuit against the tabloids. So now we're at Piers Morgan ensemble morning talk show, and he yet again says something derogatory about the prince. And then the savior, we'll call him a Black man, finally somebody said something to Piers Morgan, and he basically said, shut up, we can't listen to this anymore, we are exhausted with your hatred for her, and she has never done anything to you. And Piers Morgan got so upset and so defiant, and he walked out of the room. How dare you? I'm leaving. I quit. And he left. And then the powers that be of that ensemble radio show decided, maybe it's time for you to go. And he never returned until we saw him pop up on YouTube. Now he gets great views. He gets like 300,000 views. So he's getting decent UK money for his views. But he's also very salacious, which is dangerous. He's a dangerous man. And he has decided to bring on another crazy Jaquar Wright onto the show. And Jaquar, who is telling truth, mixing it up with gossip, and 3/4 of it is a made-up story in her brain. But she's such a good storyteller that you kind of go like this with Jaquar. Until you watch her enough, and then you go, that doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. And she has talked many, many truths. It's just that now her ego is involved, and now she understands the salaciousness of her story. And my favorite part is when she gets up into the camera and she says, blah, 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 blah. What about you? So. Like, it's actually it's so entertaining. Like, you can only love Jaquar for the dramatics of it all. And she gets onto Piers Morgan, and I don't know about you, but I didn't watch it. Like, I'm not a fan favorite of hers, and I can't stand when I can literally see the lie come out. I can't stand that. And I'm like, ugh, Jaquar, I could tell this is where you're adding to it, right? Her delivery is crazy. That's what it is. Her delivery is crazy. So she gets on Piers Morgan. I did not watch it because I need to stay mentally sound from her, right? Because chaos begots chaos. And she could produce chaos inside of you. And you'll be acting like her. Like, she has that black toxicity that we are trying to eradicate. We're trying to diminish the black toxicity. Like the woman yesterday that felt she didn't have to communicate. That's called black toxicity. That's unacceptable behavior. We can talk, lady. We can talk, right? So I don't watch Jaquar because I don't want her black toxicity infiltrating a very calm system that I've developed. She took that show to talk about Jay-Z. Now everybody says she's never been sued. She's never been sued. First of all, nobody can find her. First of all, it's not like she has an address. She's running. Second of all, in order to sue her, then there has to be proof brought up. Nobody wants that drama, and I get it. I don't know what any of these celebrities have done, but they don't want the extra drama on a woman that later they can't even sue. Like, you don't want to be proven right. When Cardi B went after Tasha K, it was because she could get money from Tasha K. Okay? No one's getting money from Jaquar Wright when she is running the streets, homeless. So no one has sued because they can't find her. That's a tactic, people. Anywho. They didn't even sue other people that had her on her show. I found that interesting. But she went on Piers Morgan, who gets about 300, 400, 500 views every time he posts. And I don't know how often he posts, but let me check it. Stop it, Scott. All right. He had 3.36 million followers. And his videos get 718,000, 51,000. Oh, no, that was the apology video. 640,000. He had an apology video, which was amazing. In any case, just turn it down. The sound of his voice bothers me. He has one video about Diddy that has 1 million views. Another one that has 983 million views. I mean, he sets up his channel like Rollins Martin, but I'm pretty sure y'all don't give Rollins Martin the same love. Like, as Black people, we have to stop supporting people that don't support us. Rollins Martin has 1.42 million subscribers, but his views don't get that. His views get 28,000, 1.4 thousand. Like, he's live right now, right? And Piers Morgan's channel is set up identical to Rollins Martin. This is true, but the problem with Jaquar is that she has a diagnosed mental health issue. No one will ever call her to the stand. That's the real problem. The other problem is that she has been also an ex-worker. So if she's been an ex-worker, one of the peeps that I talk to, Sky, constantly says, why do you know so much? Were you there? And then Busby said, if you were there, you can get into trouble too. So there's a lot of dibbling dabbling that's being cross-referenced, right? Right? So, and maybe that's why I'm not crazy about Jaquar, because I'm like, you know too much. Like, were you there? Not there because you happen to be at the party in the front, but how do you know about the party in the back? And did you see kids? And did you not report it? So there's stuff going on with Jaquar that I'm like, not touching it. In any case, you're absolutely right, Soul Sister. It's okay when Jaquar interviews smaller bloggers, but Morgan is international. And if that's the case, a cease and desist came out by Jay-Z and Beyonce. And they told, I don't know what they told Piers. I have no idea what they told Piers. But I'm telling you, Piers got scared. So let me find it.
Power on. Gather good. Bluetooth pairing mode.
Piers Morgan, big name in broadcasting. So he had a guest
made some claims against Jay-Z, and even he ended up having to apologize to Beyonce as well too. Let's take a listen to Piers Morgan's apology.
Think about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invite her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we therefore comply with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly, and a show called Uncensored, like the proverbial prize of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. We apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Now, I want to point out a couple things. So first of all, he says that these people that he has on his platform, and this conversation was in relation to a lot of the coverage that different outlets were doing on the Diddy accusations, right? He says these people have platforms with or without shows like mine. I will just say though, I know now because anybody can get on TikTok, YouTube, wherever, conversations and allege things or whatever. I think people think throwing the word allegedly out there protects you from certain things. But just because someone has a platform, I think broadcasters and certain journalists and people are put on certain shows and just platformed a little bit differently than these people who are just on YouTube or whatever for a reason. And there's a responsibility.
Well, you got to do your due diligence. And this team should have did due diligence. And a lot of times people do slip through the cracks. There's things that you don't see and don't find out until later on. But I mean, when people are making claims like the way people are making claims, you have to do your due diligence to make sure that if you're having that person on your platform, which is a huge platform, that you're putting out the proper and correct news.
Well, the problem is people don't understand platforms, and I'm putting platforms in parentheses, like quotations. You mean? Yeah, what? Yeah, you said parentheses. Yeah, quotations. Yeah, quotations. When you do a group sign, it's not. But anyway, you can't sue YouTube. You can't sue. Which is crazy. You can't sue any of the social media platforms. But when you get on an actual network, when you get on a TV station or the radio, when you get on a platform that is attached to a larger corporation, now that corporation is liable for the things that are being said on their platform. Right? And now it makes sense for your lawyer to intervene and potentially sue because there is something to gain. Right? There's nothing to gain from suing Joe Blow on YouTube that's just running his mouth.
True.
and that's what most people don't understand. A lot of these people that do these claims and do these accusations and do these things on that platform don't have anything. It'll cost you more money to sue them than they actually own. Now, it might look like they have this and have that, but most of that stuff is all false. They don't own half the stuff that they say. They don't have cars. They don't have bank accounts. They don't have homes. So half the time, it don't make any sense suing those people.
Well, let me tell you who got the money to see if they, even if it don't make sense, Jay-Z and a Beyonce. I think that's another thing too, is you gotta understand that there's levels to this, who you're dealing with. And people will defend their names because that is their business. That is how they make their money.
But think about how much stuff Jay-Z and Beyonce ignored.
Right.
The reason they didn't ignore it this time is because of the platform it was on.
100%.
It was then on a platform that they can actually sue, a platform that is actually liable. And I see people say things all the time like, well, if the person is lying, why don't they get sued? Because suing a brokey costs you money.
Yes.
Suing somebody who don't have anything to lose is a waste of your time and
your money.
I know, that's what I think about.
There you have it. There you have it. It turns out, Cardi B, you can sue somebody on YouTube. If somebody's got 1 million followers, sue them. You can sue them. Don't get it twisted. Because 1 million followers would just grow to another million. They're getting good money in. Tasha K had 1 million followers off the back of Cardi B. Cardi B sued her and wound up with $4 million as a judgment. So you can sue a YouTuber. Piers Morgan is a YouTuber, people. Breakfast Club. He's a YouTuber because every other outlet won't touch him. And congratulations for Jay-Z and Beyonce and not looking at Piers Morgan as if he's a massa. they're in charge of their own lives. And suing them, boom, let's sue Piers Morgan. I'm actually very proud of that. Now, me personally, I was warned. They already told me, don't do any psychic readings. Don't do it. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This was before P. Diddy got arrested. I don't care. I don't need views that way. I'm good. And y'all have heard me say, nope, not doing it. Not doing it unless something tangible comes to fruition. It's got to be tangible. It's got to be 100% public. And then I can read on the situation. Other than that, hell no. Hell no. What do I look like trying to ruin Beyonce? Think about it as a black woman. As a black woman, what does it look like trying to ruin her? And Jay-Z, it was his job to man up. Not that he never was, but it was his job. Say something. Because I don't want to give up on you. Okay, that's a song. I don't know about that. Who said that? Jaquar? You got to ask Jaquar, child. Pierce got contacted, right? Me neither, Tracy. I think in her head she had a relationship with Jay. She's too bitter when it comes to... There's something there. She just wants attention, not justice. Boom. Boom. Right. Right. So, Piers Morgan got scared by a black man. Is the show over? Because what Piers Morgan doesn't know is that one word given to YouTube and his show is shut down. So are you still going to keep attacking Diddy? Are you? I'm curious. Or are you going to only do UK stuff? Because UK is a mess. Why don't you do UK stuff? Why don't you stay focused on your side of the country? So is it over? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Piers Morgan. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Piers Morgan is your child. He is your love. He is your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 Let's lower the stage. I get the Six of Cards, Six of Pentacles, which is, it feels like financial support right now. I get the Chariot, and I do feel like there's movement now to make Piers Morgan look like better after this Jay-Z debacle. Someone is promising Piers something. Someone is promising Piers something, and they're lying to him. I get the Wheel of Fortune. There's more money coming from him, for him, and more love coming to him. Okay? I do see where his money could get compromised, or maybe more money is coming through, actually, based upon this Jay-Z and Beyonce thing. I feel like folks are going to support him even more and maybe create a secondary show from his popularity. Hold on. he's going to get support from his people that love him, his 3 million followers. If not, they're going to give even more support, It's going to get to his brain, though. It's going to get to his brain. I think Pierce Morgan is as crazy as Jaguar Wright. And then he's going to be forced to walk away. He's going to be forced to walk away. But why? His head. He's not okay in the head, guys. But I'm not even joking now. There is seriously something wrong with him. I feel like he should be on meds. Next to the Wheel of Fortune, that technically is a good card, right? Because this is a good card. People giving to him. Moving forward is the Chariot. Look, being sustainable money. But there's a sneaky card here. So somebody is going to turn his Wheel of Fortune upside down, right? Somebody's going to turn his Wheel of Fortune upside down. People aren't going to see it, though. They're going to see love. And they're going to want to give more love to him. But there is something with his finances. And so I feel like there's going to be another show created. And I do feel like people are going to celebrate a secondary show. Rah, rah, rah. Look at Pierce Morgan. But he's already been led to be like, believe himself inside of his ego. His mind is already twisted. And he's going to make a mistake again. And then YouTube will probably not monetize him, or probably take his channel down. She came out and said that he beat her. Who's her? This is true. This is true. I find that to be very true. Yeah, that's a good point. She came out and said she had 3 victims. And then Capricorn goes, 3 victims? Why would the victims go to her? If you're a victim, please go to the police. Please go to Busby in Texas. Now, I can't give all that credit to Jaguar. I can't. I give Jaguar credit to her early interviews a couple of years ago. She woke people up. But at this stage of the game, no. There's crazy mixed in with ego, mixed in with homelessness, mixed in with real medicine that she's taking. I'm good. I'm good. No one spoke for who? No, they all have a voice now. We can give a lot of credit to Cassie. A lot. But we're going to discover some things that Cassie may have had to do that's going to make you think like, damn, I had hope in you, Cassie. But for right now, Cassie's lawsuit and the crap that she went through and the public beating that we saw, no. Cassie's getting a lot of credit here. Yeah, jealousy with Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? Yeah, it's a lot of jealousy. I don't know why. Listen, I've never praised anyone. Like, I've never had one person. Well, I actually, no, I did. I had Will Smith. To this day, it's hard for me not to love Will Smith. Ugh, it's so hard. But I'm hearing things about him too. So what can you do? The love has to wane. Yeah, it's not a black-white thing though. So I want to make sure we're not going there, right? Because the bottom line is she was beat to a pulp consistently. Managed to get away after Kim Porter's death. Managed to stay quiet for years. And how she managed to get this lawsuit, I don't really care. But it was this lawsuit that broke the chains. So we are not going to compare Jaguar's craziness to Cassie's suffering. All right? The chain was broken based upon the lawsuit. And that's a fact. That's just a fact. Jaguar didn't break the chain. Hi, Samara. So, and, well, could that be true or not? If Jaguar had real information, the FBI would have been talking to her and most likely put a gag order on her. Or somebody could have said to Jaguar, go to the police. She didn't go to the police. She had public opinion as the police. Yeah, I kind of believe that. I do. There's something about that resonates truthfully with me. But when we say higher up, right? That tells me that as a black person, she is accepting pittance. I'll tell you right now, she is not living high on the hog. If I get information like Jaguar has information, like I need to have maids. What you need, Tracy? I don't want to do my laundry anymore. I need a cook. I would like a chauffeur, but then I don't know if I would trust a chauffeur. So I would like my own car. And a nice one. And I need the car in my name. I don't need a house because I've never really wanted a house, by the way. Which is the reason why I do, like, I don't like stationary. So, she's not living high in the hog. I don't know what they're giving her. But it's not enough to put up with this crap. No more laundry. I just don't want to do my laundry anymore. There's nothing wrong with that. So is she being protected? But then why is she running the streets? Why is she hiding in closets with no clothes? Like, it's all weird. Is somebody paying her to put the information out on Diddy? That makes sense. I can kind of go with that. And then once Diddy got arrested, if you notice, she kept pouncing on Jay. She kept pouncing. I was like, she's going to do to Diddy what she did to Jay-Z. But Jay-Z said, hell no. And so I'm going to warn other bloggers. Let me put this full face. Let me warn other bloggers that have no money. It is very easy to shut your site down. Very. And now that this complaint has become public, bloggers, beware. Please. Your site can get shut down. And most bloggers depend upon their site for income. Is it worth it to you? To you, the blogger, is it worth it to you to come after Jay-Z and nothing is concrete? Is it worth it? talking about everybody, every blogger out there, and you know who you are. Y'all got pictures of Jay-Z all up in the videos, trying to prove, and then Jay-Z this, and is it worth it? Think about the money that YouTube provides you, especially the better bloggers. Think about the money that YouTube affords you. It lets you buy houses and flip them. It lets you go travel anywhere you want. It lets you buy nice cars. You don't have to worry about dinner. Ever. So y'all want to stand on talking about Jay-Z and nothing has come out? Go ahead. Go ahead, because both of them got money. And one phone call to YouTube and you are shut down. So when you see your favorite person, I don't see this person. Right. Right. Nope. 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 I have a moral compass. Don't worry about the money. And you're right, soul sister. Beyonce was like, I'm trying to sell Sir Carter. I'm trying to sell me some liquor. Diddy fucked up liquor. Now I'm trying to sell liquor. And who's trying to? Jaguar's trying to bring me down? When she's on meds, she is diagnosed, been in a hospital several times. Several times, people. The minute somebody tells me they've been in a hospital, I have to go, oh, okay. Now I can't believe anything that comes out their mouth. They don't know what truth and reality is. Neither do I. And I'm not trying to judge with spirit. Is this truth or is this reality? I'm not doing it. The minute you tell me that you were a 5150, a 51 da-da-da, there's all kinds of 51s with numbers next to it for different reasons why they hold you. The minute you tell me that, all bets are off. And she's been that several times. She walked into a police station talking crap. Nobody knew what she was talking about. And then one policeman came out and I was like, oh my God, girl, they might let you walk if you just get up out of there now. They handcuffed her. They 5150 her ass. So, Piers Morgan, you're going to be okay for a minute. Something else is going to come down the pike. And I'm sorry, Piers. Even something you say about Diddy can come down the pike and you can get into trouble for it. So, your show was supposed to be about Diddy. Jaguar brought up Piers Morgan. All right. I got to go to work, guys. I'm hella late. I'm never this late. But the time ran away from me. Oh, look at that. Vampire, right side up. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. This is for Piers Morgan. You know, sometimes people, they're all the same people. All of them. They all run in the same circles. Vampire. Mystically returns every evening to his source of life until there is no more to be had. symbolic of power dynamics that frequently drive male-female relationships, in which the male drains the power of the female for his own psychic survival, and the female submits. Jaguar. Look for a lifelong pattern of chronic complaining, over dependency, and holding on to relationships psychically long after they've ended. Tamara says, yes, you are right, Tracy, about Jaguar and mental institutions and reasons why feds are not using her. They can't use her. Her mental state is fried. Jaguar has a record of being in mental institutions. And by the way, if they bring her on the stand, she has another breakdown and she can turn around and sue the feds because they would have known she was crazy. So why use a crazy person? They don't use people that have a record of mental illness. Thank you, Samara. Bloggers, you idiots. If Jay-Z's not looking at you, don't come for them. This is the beginning. I know who all the bloggers are. This is the beginning. It takes one button to shut your asses down. Let me save you. None of you bloggers have to like me. And I'm still saving you. Lovely, are you crazy? I'm not doing a reading on the feds. Look at this. This is the level that's bananas to me. No, the feds are fine. They know who they are. And that's all we need to know, that they know who they are. Let's not act crazy. Remember, Lovely, you're the one that started the trouble with Isabel. So you might want to, zip it. Zip it. So sick it is. Relax. You're not helping my channel. Thank you. I gotta go. I don't want to go in anger, so I've gotta woosah. All right, bloggers. I'm not talking about Jay-Z. Y'all can do what the fuck you want. Go ahead and keep doing posts on him, and y'all don't have correct proof. Go ahead and believe Jaguar. You don't say it didn't help you. And if any blogger is upset, so be it. But the ones that are smart will hear me. Nobody paid me for this. I'm helping you assholes. Right, go talk about the royal family. Go talk about Andrew. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye.
I'm sure on TV she graced.
Please like and subscribe for my channel. And there's more. Tonight's topic is going to be crazy. So subscribe so you could get all the deets. Bye, guys.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived a beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.